Did you know that 50% of the missions to Mars have failed? Did you know that the Hope probe has a 50% success rate? And what is the dark half an hour that the Hope probe will enter before arriving to Mars? We believe that in the earliest history of our cosmos, Mars was like Earth, that it had an atmosphere, water, the building blocks of life as we know it. There it is, the red planet, Mars, that has kept its secrets locked from satellites and spaceships and has driven the majority of exploration attempts to no avail. Mars has been an enigma to humankind for thousands of years. Our missions to the planet have merely led to many more questions. The Mars Hope probe will unlock some of the planet's most compelling secrets for us. In 2014, the team from the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center started working together with its knowledge transfer. The University of Colorado Boulder, Arizona State University, and the University of California, Berkeley. The Emirates Mars Mission team included over 450 scientists and engineers, some 200 Emiratis from MBRSC, 150 from the mission's knowledge partners, and 100 staff from subcontractors. Together, they crafted a new approach to spacecraft design and mission development. The Hope probe will deliver unique measurements of the Martian atmosphere throughout the day, night, and seasons of the red planet. With total coverage of the planetary surface, it will collect data we have never before possessed about the planet's atmospheric dynamics. The Emirates Mars Mission will deliver valuable new insights using its instruments, an infrared spectrometer, an ultraviolet spectrometer, and an advanced imager. Building a new picture of Mars's atmosphere and understanding Mars's atmospheric loss over the millennia will help us better understand Earth's atmosphere. Following 6 years of design, engineering, and construction, the Hope probe was ready to transfer to its launch site in Japan, but the coronavirus pandemic had other ideas. The Hope probe team had only two options, either to fail and let all dreams and efforts shatter, or succeed and proceed to the next challenge. 15 July 2020. The launch window for the Emirates Mars mission opens. Every 2 years for a few short weeks, the planets are aligned and a launch is possible. Bad weather meant a no-go. The launch was postponed, not once, but twice. The mission had to launch soon or miss its goal of reaching Mars on the 50th anniversary of the Emirates' founding. Hope was at the mercy of the weather. The team grew increasingly nervous as the days passed and the weather news stayed bad. 20 July 2020. The skies are clear. It's a go. For the first time in history, a launch countdown was given in Arabic. The rocket lifted from the launch pad and Hope departed Earth on a 7-month journey to Mars. The solid fuel boosters dropped away. The rocket's first stage ignited and punched the Hope probe out of Earth's gravity at over 34,000 kilometers an hour. The rocket's second stage launched Hope towards Mars. The probe's solar panels unfolded and the sun's energy flowed through its systems. Using small thrusters, Hope stabilized itself. Star tracker cameras were used to align the probe and ensure it was correctly positioned. There was no room for error. The team waited for a signal from the probe to confirm all was well. The moments passed, agonizingly slow. A cheer broke out as the message was received. Hope was on its way. Now, after a 7-month cruise through deep space, Hope is approaching Mars and its most daunting challenge yet. Now the probe will be reversed, and its 6 Delta V thrusters will fire to slow the spacecraft down to reach its Mars orbit. Firing at full power for 27 minutes, the thrusters will slow the Hope probe from 121,000 kilometers an hour to 18,000 kilometers an hour. If 1 or 2 of the thrusters fails, the burn could extend to 42 minutes. If a third one fails, it's over. With an 11-minute radio delay because of the huge distance to Mars, the team cannot control the probe at this stage. There's simply no time to correct errors from Earth. The stresses on the spacecraft are intense. The stakes are incredibly high. Success will mean the first Arab interplanetary mission has arrived. However, where is the difficult part? In 27 minutes, the Hope probe will burn half of its 800-kilogram payload of highly explosive hydrazine fuel. The heat and vibration are enormous. Once the entry burn starts, there's nothing the team can do because the radio delay means the probe is on its own for 27 minutes. The spacecraft has to self-correct or all is lost. What are the odds of failure and success? The first possibility is that the probe completes the maneuver correctly and enters its capture orbit, rendering the mission successful. Second possibility is that the probe fails to slow its speed, fails to enter orbit, skips Mars, and forever disappears into deep space. The third possibility is the probe enters at a lower speed than required and ends up crashing onto the surface of Mars. Following MOI, Hope will enter a capture orbit before transitioning to its 55-hour science orbit. Now the real work begins. Gathering valuable and unique data on Mars's weather systems and insight into the planet's atmospheric loss. The team is now going through the most difficult moments, clinging to hope and cautious optimism. There is a $200 million investment at stake. 450 people have worked for 7 years. Will the probe be able to reduce its speed from 121,000 kilometers an hour to 18,000 kilometers an hour without any human intervention? Will we succeed? The Emirates Mars Mission has already succeeded in transforming the UAE's innovation economy and inspiring its young people. But these last, nail-biting last moments are where all eyes are fixed on hope. This will be indelibly stamped on the history of the Emirates and the Arab world. History belongs to those who dare to dream and who can make their dreams a reality. Hope shows the impossible is possible.